All right, could I be any happier about this film? Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
The pressure of the audition, what is that like?
Oh man, the pressure of the audition was a big one, yeah, because I'd sent off a tape, and then I heard that I already knew it was Danny, and then they sent me the script for my next audition, and it was Richard Curtis as well, and I was like, oh wow, and they both want to meet you. So that was like, oh god, and you had to sing 2 songs by the Beatles. So the pressure just kept mounting, but it was a really fun audition. Like, you know, I went into that room, I just kind of going, look, this is a really privileged situation. You get to spend time with Danny Boyle and Richard Curtis and sing Beatles songs. Just enjoy it, rather than let the pressure of it kind of get to me. And I'm glad I did that, because, you know, it worked out quite well. But it was a really fun audition. Yeah.
Lily, what was the first time in your life you remember hearing of the Beatles?
It sort of just felt like it was a part of my life, in that, like, there's so many hits, and they just, whenever you'd hear them on the radio, or my dad had amazing taste in music, and he was always sort of like informing me and my brothers about what his loves and what he was into, and the Beatles was totally a part of that. And so just always sort of felt like I've known them, but then was surprised doing this movie about how, like, going through the more like listening to the albums as a whole, which, because I'm in the sort of world of like Spotify and stuff, sometimes you don't do that anymore. You don't listen to an album, and that was really cool.
How about you? First time in your life?
First time in my life hearing the Beatles, I think I was at school, that I can remember. I was at school, and we'd done like a thing about the 60s, and so they played Saw Her Standing There, and we were all told to like twist, and maybe it was also Twist and Shout, but we were, all those like first album songs, and then it just kind of built from there. It was kind of, you know, bits and pieces, and then Sgt. Pepper's was like, you know, again, you talk about an album, just like the stories they tell across their albums are amazing. So it was nice to kind of really dive in with this film and explore that.
Your thoughts when you see the joy that he brings in singing these songs?
It was incredible to watch, and he had a really long prep for this movie, like a couple of months, where he was like playing this guitar in this room they created, like constantly, and then when I finally heard him on set, when he sang yesterday, everyone was silent, everyone was like, and no matter how many times he played it, we felt like really moved. He's so beautiful, his voice is so like pure, and just, well, it's amazing.
When you are in front of a crowd, a big
Thanks.
crowd, deserved, by the way.
Yeah.
But when you're in front of a huge crowd and seeing that adulation, do you say to yourself, maybe this is what I should do?
God, no. No. I mean, you know, I guess
I've heard they're
we
like
enjoy...
building you next to these guys out there. Like a paper mache one, just temporarily.
Just between Ringo and John there, just kind of like, hey. No, I mean, it takes a real skill to write songs and to perform them with kind of gusto that these guys performed with, and you know, I enjoy performing in front of audiences, but as an actor, you know, in the theatre and performing in front of the camera, that's kind of what I really love. But it has been really fun to kind of discover that side of performing music live and playing the guitar in front of people. I never thought I'd be able to do that, and so it's a real joy to discover that. And who knows, maybe, you know, there will be a time where I do it again.
You're going to get some vocals, that's for sure.
Joy is the word, because there were times in watching this film where I all of a sudden sensed this huge smile on my face by what I was seeing. So thank you both. Great work.
Thank you.
And my back hurts. Could you just smile again? Okay. Loosened up already. Thank you.